RGC Podcast.
Welcome back, everyone, to an RGC Public Library podcast. We are your hosts,
Anna
and Kelsey, and this is Cover to Cover. Oh my gosh. I say that every time. I really do. I don't mean to. It just comes out of my mouth.
I know.
But, oh my gosh, it's almost Halloween. Halloween! My favorite holiday of all time.
Nice. It's definitely top 3 for me.
That is... How dare you? It's number 1 for me in my heart forever.
That's nice.
And at the moment, we are celebrating Halloween at the public library with fun, different activities.
Oh, yes. So many fun activities.
Lots of things going on this October. Don't miss out. You can check our social media. You can hear the podcast. You can always keep up to date with what's going on.
Yep. Not to mention the Halloween books.
Oh, my God, the Halloween books. I'm not ready yet, though. I want to talk about Halloween. I appreciate the segue, but hold on.
You want to talk about Halloween? We are talking about Halloween.
I love Halloween.
So do I.
Okay, I'm done talking about Halloween.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, this week's episode, I decided that we're going to do something a little different, but also a little bit the same that we have been doing, which is highlighting some hidden gems. But at the RGC Public Library, we did just get in a very large, selection of books.
Oh, yeah.
We really did.
We really did.
We got a bunch of new books.
A bunch.
And quite a few of them, if I might say, looked horror or thriller. Like last week's, the last episode, we had the book of the week.
Oh, yeah.
It was the Dead 11. That was one of our new books.
Oh, yeah.
It was.
I remember. It took us back.
So I have selected 4 different books that we have just received, and they all are considered either horror or thriller.
Ugh.
Now, when I say horror or thriller, what do you think about? What immediately comes to mind? Thriller.
I know.
That's what I get.
Michael Jackson. Out of the top of my head, I know we just talked about him, but Stephen King.
As a matter of fact, we got several Stephen King books in. He's still popping up books left and right.
Yep, just adding to the collection.
It really is. Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so I'm going to get started. So the first book I want to highlight is titled You Shouldn't Have Come Here by Geneva Rose. Now, when I saw the book cover to this, right, it was on our top shelf highlighting the new books, and it looked like a cabin in the woods type scenario.
Ooh.
And I'm like, that looks spooky. Give it to me now. So let me just read you a little bit of what the book's about, okay?
Got it.
Grace Evans, an overworked New Yorker looking for a total escape from her busy life, books an Airbnb on a ranch in the middle of Wyoming. When she arrives, she is pleasantly surprised to find that the owner is a handsome man by the name of Calvin Wells. But there are things Grace discovers that she is not too pleased about. A lack of cell phone service, a missing woman, and a feeling that something isn't right with the town. Despite her uneasiness and misgivings from Calvin's friends and family, the two grow close and start to fall for one another. However, as her departure date nears, things between them start to change for the worse. Grace grows weary of Calvin, and his infatuation for her seems to turn into obsession. Calvin fears that Grace is hiding something from him. Told from dual points of view, You Shouldn't Have Come Here is a thrill ride and a cautionary tale of what can go wrong when you open up your house and your heart to a total stranger. You Shouldn't Have Come Here explores themes of romantic tension, lies, and the dangers of vacation rentals.
Oh.
Much like the other books we'll be discussing today, You Shouldn't Have Come Here is currently available for checkout at the RGC Public Library. Now, hold on. When I read about this book and I did more into it, research into it, I already don't like the idea of Airbnbs.
Why?
I don't know.
I love Airbnbs.
I think it's because I listen to a lot of 5 true Airbnb horror stories. I listen to stuff like that on YouTube or my podcast. You know what I mean? So I have this apprehension when it comes to Airbnbs, and just to find out that this book is basically all my fears. it drew me in.
It's definitely a horror for you.
It really, it's a horror romance. Right up my alley.
Right up your alley.
Can I hear about your book, please?
Of course. So mine is Gray After Dark by Noelle W. Ely. Gray After Dark. You know, I don't know why, but when I hear that title, it reminds me of the vampire that looks at his painting and something gray. Oh my god.
Oh, Dorian Gray.
Dorian Gray.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
Yeah, I don't know why. Just
I
gray.
hate that I knew exactly who you were talking about.
I know. I was like, the painting.
The painting, and I'm like, Dorian Gray.
Yeah.
Imagine it's not even his name.
I know.
I'm like 99% sure it's Dorian Gray.
Please let us know in the comments.
Yes, please.
So, when a tragic accident sidelines Miley's dreams of Olympic gold, she takes a summer job at a mountain guest lodge. The Frank Church wilderness is remote, but it's the perfect place to train and recover. Local lore about a staffer who died years ago doesn't scare her, but it should. Miley's plans take a terrifying detour when she's abducted during a morning run, held captive in a desolate off-grid cabin. She'll have to use her athletic prowess, cunning mind, and courage to survive. But as the nightmare at this cabin escalates, Miley is forced to form an unlikely alliance and attempt a risky escape. This book explores themes of survival, resilience, and curse, and I said curse.
That's okay.
And course, and it was inspired by the true kidnapping case of Carrie Swanson in Montana during 1986.
Isn't that crazy? This book is based on a true story.
I know, that's crazy. And I feel like there's a theme here of weird places not to stay, Kelsey.
That's not my fault.
No, huh? We went from horrible vacation rentals to Montana in the woods.
Have you ever been to Montana?
No.
No?
I've only been to 2 places out of the state. One was Illinois, and just recently, Louisiana. I've never been anywhere else.
I love Louisiana. I love New Orleans. The last time I was there was probably like I was 13.
I was outside of there, but it's beautiful, and the weather is beautiful.
So once again, that book is what, Eddie?
Gray After Dark by Noelle W. Ely.
Yes, and these books are literally on the top of the shelves. Like, we have them highlighted.
Oh, yes, definitely. Come get your horror rental places on.
May I make a confession?
Yes.
I looked in our catalog, because that's what you can do to find our newest books.
Right.
You can go to our catalog, and you can click the tab that says what's new, and you can choose how far back you want to go, but I think the max is like 2 months.
Yes.
So that is where I was getting the books, our new books to highlight this episode. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at them, and I'm going through the different like categories that we have, and I see this one, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds horror. Uh-huh. But then I read about it, I'm like, yeah, we're adding this one.
Okay.
My book is titled Vampires of El Norte by Isabel Ganas. I saw vampires. I saw a woman in a beautiful like folklorico dress on the cover.
Oh, love it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
As the daughter of a rancher in 1840s Mexico, Nena knows a thing or two about monsters. Her home has long been threatened by tensions with Anglo settlers from the north. But something more sinister lurks near the ranch at night. Something that drains men of their blood and leaves them for dead. Something that once attacked Nena 9 years ago. Believing Nena is dead, Nestor has been on the run from his grief ever since, moving from ranch to ranch, working as a vaquero. But no amount of drink can dispel the night terrors of sharp teeth, and no woman can erase his childhood sweetheart from his mind. When the United States attacks Mexico in 1846, the two are brought abruptly together on the road to war. Nena, as a curandera, a healer striving to prove her worth to her father so that he does not marry her off to a stranger, and Nestor as a member of the auxiliary cavalry of ranchers and vaqueros. But the shock of their reunion and Nena's rage at Nestor for seemingly abandoning her long ago is quickly overshadowed by the appearance of a nightmare made flesh. As you as and unless Nena and Nestor work through their past and face the future together, neither will survive to see dawn. Vampires of El Norte by Isabel Canas is a historical and political novel that mixes romance and horror about a rancher's daughter and a vaquero who are reunited during the U.S. invasion of Mexico in the 1840s. I apologize. This book explores themes of romance, love, and fighting back against terror.
Wow, I want to read this book.
Right?
That sounds amazing.
I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw the cover, I was like, okay, the lady in the dress on the cover, that's the vampire. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I was wrong. And I'm glad I was wrong because this sounds like a delight to read.
It really does. Like, I was hearing you and I was like, ooh. Definitely like it.
I have a hard time saying the word vaquero, but I did my best.
And you did it good.
Thank you.
Vaquero.
Every time I hear the word vaquero, I think of, was it UTPA?
Oh, yeah. UTPA. My turn.
Alrighty.
Oh my gosh, love this book.
Yeah.
Woo! Okay. So my book is Lady Macbeth by Ava Reed. Okay, before I say anything, since the day we got this book.
The day we got it, the day we started to wrap it, because we wrap all our new hardcovers like in this thin plastic.
Beautiful.
Beautiful book. You and I were captivated by this book cover. It has a beautiful, pale, ghostly woman in this thin veil on the cover.
I know, and she's staring at you.
She's looking into your soul.
Beautiful. And then when we unwrapped it, hot pink.
Hot pink. The book was literally hot pink. And there was an embossed engraving of a skull on it.
Yes.
It is a shame we had to cover that up.
It's beautiful. If you all can get your hands on this book and you like it after you read it from our library, go buy it.
Not only is it a beautiful book, but I feel like book collectors, this is a beautiful piece to any collection.
Yes, you can either keep it with the cover with this beautiful woman literally staring into your soul.
Or you can take the book sleeve off and display it as is. It's gorgeous. Not only that, you open the book and the hardcover where it meets the pages.
Yes.
It has a beautiful illustration of this woman in the hills of I'm gonna say Ireland. I'm guessing it's Ireland or Scotland. It's beautiful.
It is. It really, really is.
It's okay. You can sneeze. You good?
I don't know if it's coming or not.
Look at the light. Look at the light.
Okay.
You good?
I think so.
Okay. We apologize. Miss Enelinda is suffering from seasonal allergies.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
The weather is changing and so are our allergies.
Exactly. Got itchy eyeballs and a runny nose.
It's getting cooler outside and the rain is happening and it's been very windy, so all of us at the office are
yes.
Sniffles.
Definitely.
Vicks stick in nose.
I know. I feel like it started with Yolanda Riojas, one of our
ladies.
colleagues there.
And then Letty.
And then, yeah, it's just the allergies are hitting everybody.
And then Janice.
And yes, we're sure they're allergies, everybody.
They're allergies. It's the weather.
It's the weather. But back to Lady Macbeth. Again.
Yes. Oh, I hit my mic.
This is beautiful. I recommend it. Even if you just want to look at it, come to the library. It's beautiful.
Yes, but sometimes you need to read a book.
Yes.
So tell us what it's about.
Yes. So, from #1 New York Times bestselling author Ava Reed comes a reimagining of Lady Macbeth, Shakespeare's most famous villainess, giving her a voice, a past, and a power that transforms the story. Men have written for her. The lady knows the stories. How her eye induced madness in men. The lady knows she will be wed to the Scottish brute who does not leave his warrior ways behind. when he comes to his marriage. The lady knows his hostile, suspicious court will be a game of strategy, requiring all her wiles and hidden witchcraft to survive. But the lady does not know her husband has occult secrets of his own. She does not know that prophecy girds him like armor. She does not know that her magic is greater and more dangerous, and that it will threaten the order of the world. She does not know this yet, but she will.
So this book is basically a reimagining of like Macbeth.
It sounds amazing.
It sounds so good. And I was right, it's Scotland. He's Scottish.
Yes, he really is.
I know my Scotland.
Scotland! And as stated earlier, all these books mentioned today on the podcast are currently available on our shelves for checkout at the RGC Public Library.
Man, all these books look fantastic.
They sound amazing.
They really do.
They really, really do.
So, we should be moving on to our national days.
Of course.
And I'm handing this one off to you.
To me.
To you.
So, National Horror Movie Day, October 23rd, 2024. National Horror Movie Day happens on October 23rd on the National Day calendar. If you love a good fright, this day is the perfect to promote the beauty and cathartic thrills of being scared by great horror movies. I love the word cathartic.
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 Love horror movies.
Me too.
Since it's spooky season and the weather is changing, such a perfect time to watch a horror film right now.
I agree. So, fun fact.
Here we go.
Horror movies have been around since about 1886, when French filmmaker Georges Méliès created a short film called Le Manoir du Diable, or The Haunted Castle. The film was a mere 3 minutes long and included witches, demons, and special effects that created supernatural occurrences. Since then, horror movies have evolved into different genres that consist of common elements.
Isn't that crazy? It was only 3 minutes long.
I'm not gonna lie, I think I saw a documentary once, and this movie comes out, and they were talking about how even though it was just 3 minutes long, weird things were happening on set.
Really?
Yeah, and in the 3 minute skit, like you see weird things that shouldn't be in the movie, but they left them that way.
Really? Ooh.
Yes, very Wizard of Oz, hanging from the tree type thing.
Oh my god.
Yes.
You know that movie scared me as a kid, The Wizard of Oz?
I loved The Wizard of Oz. It's one of my favorite movies.
It scared me as a kid. And then and then they were like, oh, it's a crane. You sure?
No. But I know 3 songs in The Wizard of Oz by heart.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
But this 3 minute movie that we just discussed, it reminds me of one of the first movies to ever be created, which was Travel to the Moon. And I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's a moon with a rocket in its eye.
Oh yeah.
That was one of the first movies to ever be created.
Wow.
And as a matter of fact, you can watch it on Hulu.
Nice.
It's there.
Wow.
And it's only 5 minutes.
Cool. I should watch it.
You should. It's eerie.
Okay.
But I mean,
perfect. Tis the season. Yeah, I agree.
All right. So should we move on to calendar of events?
Of course.
Now that we are halfway through October, we are jam-packed with fun activities we have planned throughout the month. First off, we are still going strong with our Teentober program. As of this recording, on October 22nd, we are having our Teen Scream Movie Night, where we will be showcasing Ghostbusters, The Frozen Empire. If y'all want to come and join us, there's going to be popcorn, water, and you can even bring your blankets.
Nice.
Then on October 29th, we are having our Halloween Storytime event. Lastly, every Thursday in October, we are continuing with our game nights. We are also joining the fun on October 24th, 2024 at the Basilio Viaria Park from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. for the annual City Trunk or Treat event. Once again, if you have any questions about any of our calendar events, feel free to call us or message us. We are always here to help.
Uh-huh. Now on to our programs. Don't forget, every Monday we are having our newest program, Miscellaneous Mondays. Every Monday we will have a different and unique programs for our patrons here at the RGC Library between the hours of 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Then every Wednesday in September we are continuing our adult program titled Halloween Crafts with Kelsey, which happens between 10 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Oh, babe, you said September. I think I meant to put October.
I said September?
Yeah.
Oh!
I meant October. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
I'm so sorry. Oversight. Wednesday
Wait.
in October.
Can we just redo that?
Yes.
Okay, Lindsay, we're so sorry. I know you're tired of us, but can we just erase that and we're going to restart that part?
Yeah.
Go.
Wait. Okay. Then, every Wednesday in October, we are continuing our adult program titled Halloween Crafts with Kelsey.
Me!
Kelsey! Which happens between 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. ESL has started up once again and is happening every Tuesday and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Next, we have our new Beanstack Reading Challenge up and running starting October 16th through November 6th. This month's theme is Hollow Reads.
Ooh.
Join us for this 4-week program. Earn badges by logging books, minutes, and completing activities along the way. Complete your badges and get a special prize at the end of your completion. Lastly, we have our monthly scavenger hunt still going on every month here at the RGC Public Library. For October, find 8 spooky characters hidden within our shelves for your chance to win a prize from our treasure chest.
As a matter of fact, we're actually going to start changing the...
Oh, yes.
Yes, we're planning to change the scavenger hunt to, instead of every month, every bi-weekly.
Yes, I can't wait. I know the kids are going to be so excited.
We're going to make it hard for them.
Hard.
Hard. Actually, now that we're talking about our programs, can I just gush for a little bit?
Yes, of course.
So for November, since October is basically almost gone, which breaks my heart severely. Heartbroken. I just want to talk about some things that are going to be happening in November.
Oh, go ahead.
So we are already we're preparing for our Veterans Day Appreciation Lunch.
Yes,
which
we
is
are.
going to be happening soon. If you want more information on that, you can check our Facebook. But also for the adult program, I was able to get in contact with AgriLife, Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, and they will be joining us every Wednesday in November to be offering like healthy recipes and demonstrations and things like that. I'll have more information on that as soon as possible, but just keep an eye out for that. If you have any questions about any of our programs or like how to register for them, feel free to call us at the RGC Public Library at 956-487-4389 or message us on Facebook or Instagram. We're always available.
Always. May
I talk about the book of the week?
I'm so excited.
So excited, I just can't hide it.
I know, I want you.
So this book is also one of our new books that, surprise, surprise, right? It's one of our new books.
Ooh.
And it also looked pretty spooky. So I was like, yeah, let me do research on that book.
Nice.
So this book is titled All the Colors of the Dark by Chris Whitaker. 1975 is a time of change in America. The Vietnam War is ending. Muhammad Ali is fighting Joe Frazier. And in a small town in Montclair, Missouri, girls are disappearing. When the daughter of a wealthy family is targeted, the most unlikely hero emerges, Patch, a local boy with one eye who saves the girl and, in doing so, leaves heartache in his wake. Patch and those who love him soon discover that the line between triumph and tragedy has never been finer, and their search for answers will lead them to truths that could mean losing one another. A missing person mystery, a serial killer thriller, a love story, a unique twist on each, Chris Whitaker has written a novel about what lurks in the shadows of obsession and blinding light of hope. The book is a complex narrative that spans 2 decades and explores the themes of obsession, hope, and the blurred lines between right and wrong. Some say the book is beautiful, haunting, and moving, and that the characters are compelling, engaging, and unforgettable. All the Colors of the Dark has a rating of 4.39 out of 5 on Goodreads.com.
Wow.
That is pretty high.
That's
pretty high.
good. And it sounds really interesting.
I stuttered and I apologize.
No, well.
I feel like I've had too much caffeine today.
At least your nose isn't a river.
I apologize, and you look so funny with that tissue paper up your nose.
Somehow it's the only way to keep the waterfall from my nostril
That
going
is
down.
Gross.
It is Halloween.
It looks like a little ghost out of your nose. All right, are you ready for book
reviews?
Book reviews. Good Lord, that was loud.
Was it? I didn't hear
little
it that
bit.
hard over here.
I had my eyes closed singing. I heard.
Okay. Name Harley Quinn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But then it says book title Harley Quinn Reckoning.
We do apologize. These are written in our patrons' handwritings, and sometimes it's hard to read them.
But I feel like that's what keeps it authentic.
Exactly.
So the author is Rachel Allen. Okay. How many stars would you give this book? 4 out of 5. Not bad. In your words, what was this book about? A new spin on the classic story of the villain Harley Quinn.
Oh. I love Harley.
Me too. Do you know what a Harley Quinn is? What did you think of the book? As a DC fan, I enjoyed. Any retention of Harley? Oh, any rendition? You know, I love Harley.
I do too, and part of me, I'm apprehensive, but
Okay.
I'm also excited about the new Joker movie.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I'm apprehensive.
I don't.
I want to be excited about it. I want to because I really enjoyed the first one. But the trailers that I've seen is making me a little like lackluster. But I do love Lady Gaga and Joaquin Phoenix.
I love Joaquin Phoenix.
I love him.
He's a good actor.
I think it'll be fantastic. I think it'll be a good movie. I just feel like we are expecting a lot out of them, and we might be a little disappointed.
I'm not. I just don't know. You know, out of all of the other Harley Quinn and Joker ones, I've always been like, yes, I want to see it. And this one, I look at it and I'm like,
and I feel like a lot of people are like that.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, so am I. But I do want to say that, I mean, Lady Gaga, we've seen her
acting in American Horror Story.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Exactly.
Or A Star is Born. My goodness.
I never saw A Star is Born.
Don't. I cried.
Nah.
I left that movie crying and very upset. But I think that's just me as a person. But I loved her in American Horror Story.
So did I.
Fantastic.
So I already know that she can play villain well.
Like she's an actress. That is Mother right there, and she's a good actress. So I'm excited to see what she comes out with. But I feel like, in my opinion, and I'm sorry for ranting on about Harley Quinn. I feel like, in my opinion, a lot of the apprehension I feel is based off the fandom. You know what I mean? Because I'm part of the nerd squad. You know what I mean? I like nerdy things. I love DC. I love Marvel and all that stuff. So I'm part of a community where we have high expectations for our favorite villains or superheroes.
Right.
And if anything deviates from the normal path, we're gonna be like, oh, that's not canon. That's not right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So part of me is kind of I don't know what to expect.
Me, honestly, it's just that I just don't see Joaquin Phoenix with Lady Gaga, even in life.
Okay, fair. But have you seen them on the red carpet together? They're adorable.
Yes, they are. But I'm saying as
you.
Harley Quinn and Joker,
I understand.
I'm not as Joaquin. Maybe I should have revised. Not as Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga. They're amazing people. Joaquin Phoenix is wow. But when I see them together in the movie,
it feels very mismatched.
Yes, I feel like they clash.
Okay. I understand. talk about mine.
Yes.
So the book is titled Not Good for Maidens by
Ugh.
author Tori Bugliano.
No.
How many stars would you give this book? They have rated it 4 out of 5.
Oh.
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad.
In your words, what is this book about? A family of witches from New York City follows the main protagonist, May, as she explores the darkness. What did you think of the book? The book was a spooky read and good for spooky season.
Sounds like a book for me.
Sounds like a book for you.
It does.
Well, Enne, you know what time it is.
It's time to say goodbye.
It is time to say goodbye.
Mary, take me to the window. I wish to say goodbye.
We would like to thank everyone who tuned in today's episode. We would like to send you off with this quote. Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand by Vincent Price, Thriller. Until next time, this is Cover to Cover.
Stay spooky, everybody.
Stay spooky. This is an RGC Public Library podcast.
This podcast is an initiative of the City of Rio Grande City and the Rio Grande City EDC. If you would like to know more about certain topics pertaining to the municipality or have an idea for an upcoming podcast, email mgomez@rgcedc.com or brubio@cityofrgc.com.
RGC Podcast.